Hydraulic fracturing, also known as fracking, has created new oil and gas development through many areas of the United States. But recently, proposed federal regulations on fracking are under fire from critics who say they'll only complicate states' ability to regulate their own energy. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Trainum, and I'm joined by Congressman Cory Gardner, a Republican from Colorado. Congressman, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you for having me.
Let's start off for a few moments to talk about what is fracking. I'm sure a lot of people at home probably have heard that terminology before, but they're not exactly sure what it means.
Well, hydraulic fracturing is a process to extract oil gas that's been in use for decades in Colorado, 30, 40 years in some places. You're drilling thousands and thousands of feet into the ground, far below any drinking water sources, and then you're going off with directional drilling into a different direction. So you're going down thousands of feet, going off in a different direction.
Sideways.
That's right. And then using the hydraulic fracturing process to create seams in the ground that the oil and gas can escape through. You're letting sand go into the hydraulic fracturing fluid, and then it's holding the rocks open, the ground open, so that it can seep out and into the well that you just drilled and back up to the surface.
And what does that mean for the average viewer at home? Does that mean perhaps maybe in a couple of years lower gas prices?
It means North American energy independence. In fact, we have seen in Colorado a dramatic increase in oil and gas development. In some counties, we're looking at 80% of the state's development occurring within one county. That's brought millions and millions of dollars to their schools, their community colleges, and creating thousands of jobs, and allowing us to say for the first time in any of our lifetimes that we have the real possibility of becoming energy independent.
Okay, so I hear you say three things. Number one, energy independence, which is obviously very, very important. Secondly, good quality paying jobs. Thirdly, I think the federal government may say, okay, this is a new regulation that perhaps we may need to regulate because of jobs, because of the economy, but also because of the environment. Your response?
Well, we have an obligation to make sure that we drill in a responsible manner, that we extract these resources in a responsible manner. But I think nobody understands that better than the people who are back home in Colorado. And so I think these regulations, while they're very important to make sure that we are being environmentally responsible, they ought to be pursued and controlled by the local level, the state level. Because people in Colorado understand better how to regulate for Colorado than the people of New York, Washington, Pennsylvania do. Let each determine their own regulations that best fit the needs of those local geologic formations.
So how do you balance the needs between protecting the environment from a global perspective, but also, to your point, hearing the thoughts and desires and the unique needs of the local community?
Yeah. Well, I think we have strong regulations in Colorado, well, actually some of the strongest in the nation. And the fact that we can do that there and let the Colorado Oil and Gas Conservation Commission make those uniforms apply, whether it's the eastern slope or the western slope, to best suit the needs of those areas. And we do have an obligation for future generations, and that's also why I support strongly renewable energy opportunities. And so in Colorado we have oil, gas, coal, but we also have some exciting opportunities with wind and solar as well.
You mentioned a few moments ago good quality paying jobs. What does that mean for the viewers at home?
You know, I live in a small town on the eastern plains of Colorado. Had about 60 kids graduate in my class with me, and a lot of them had to go somewhere else to find work. But because of energy development, some of them were able to move back. A lot of them were able to stay. And these are good paying jobs.
And that means energize the local economy.
You bet. Energizing the local economy. Heck, I even have a third stop sign and third stoplight in my hometown because of it. So you've got good paying jobs, their health benefits, and the fact is they're able to do things for their family that they never would have been able to without these kinds of quality development.
Very quickly, we've got about 20 seconds left. Do you believe that Washington is going to find this balance between what happens at the federal level but also at the local level?
Well, unfortunately, we see a lot of overreach. Federal agencies trying to get involved. They need to get out. They need to let the states determine their own future. Let the states control.
All right, Congressman Cory Gardner, Republican from Colorado. Thank you very much
Thanks
for
for
joining
the
us.
opportunity. Thanks.
And thank you for joining us for this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Trainum. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.